going to be any good in the first week of December. But we do think Jackson Dart won't be in the blue tent yet on September 13th. So that's the NFL's always been very intentional about its schedule. There's 5 teams in the NFL that I don't know if they're going to be necessarily very good, but if I ran the NFL, I would put them on television in the first month. Cowboys, Giants, Raiders. I think the Vikings with Kyler Murray is going to be really fun for the first 4 to 5 weeks. I think Steelers with Aaron Rodgers and Mike McCarthy. So it's sort of a Labor Day special. You kind of know around Labor Day, you got about 5 teams that may not be great. They're going to be pretty darn interesting for the first month. And we also know simultaneously the Rams, the Seahawks, the Bills, the Ravens, the Niners are all going to be good probably by Thanksgiving and beyond. I feel like the New York Giants this year remind me of the Bears last year, where I love the coach they hired, and I thought the quarterback was young and really promising. I didn't know if I loved the ownership. I don't know if I love the general manager. But if you recall last year, early in the season, coming off an ugly year, the Chicago Bears got on 2 Monday Night Football games and had one of those Fox Tom Brady games, the late Sunday games. So the NFL knew it's a big market. They've got a new coach. We don't know if everything's solved, but let's roll with it. And the Bears provided great late game theatrics. I think the New York Giants, I don't know if it'll end up as well, but to me, the Giants this year are the Bears last year. I don't have to love Mara or the McCaskey family in ownership, but I like the coach. The coach feels legit, and the quarterback super talented. Jackson Dart's better as a pro than I thought he would be. So here's Jerry Jones during draft weekend already thinking about that first Giants game.
For a good one to be there, then it's probably only the man up there really knows how it's going to turn out. And so we think there's enough players right there that they can be on the 53 and be helping us beat Giants.
Yep.
All right, let's dive into this. First off, let's be crystal clear, Ben Johnson and Harbaugh are not the same type of coach. So let's just get that out of the way. But the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants in Week 1, I've always said this, the Eagles and Cowboys are the absolute perfect representation of divisional games. Obviously, both teams want to beat each other, great atmospheres whether you're on the road or at home in Philly or Dallas, 2 massive fan bases, so much energy, so much history there. And the stakes often matter. There are genuine stakes. The Eagles are trying to win a Super Bowl. The Cowboys are trying to win a Super Bowl. It's genuinely there in a way it hasn't been for many years with the Giants or the Commanders. The Cowboys have often blown out the Giants, or maybe it's competitive, but it never really felt like much. We had a pretty cool game with Russ and company, but was anyone really thinking the Giants were going to be anything? No. And then what was it the year before that, the Thanksgiving game when it was just backup after backup? That was awful. I was thinking, what am I even watching right now? So for the first time in a long time, I'm genuinely excited. I remember another opening day game they had a few years ago with Daniel Jones, and they won like 40-0 or something. If you're a Cowboys fan, you liked it, you were excited. But I like stakes. I like drama. I like intensity. I want it to matter. That's why Week 1 Eagles. Cowboys was awesome to me. It mattered. The Cowboys were trying to land a punch. The Eagles were trying to repeat. It came down to the wire. That matters. And I truly think the Giants are going to be significantly better than in years past. I also think there's a lot of action there. I do think Jackson Dart is a lot of fun to watch. I believe this Giants team will be the most competent it's been in a long time. The Cowboys have been able to treat the Giants like a little brother for years and years now. So it's kind of an exciting prospect because the Cowboys are trying to steady their ship, and the Giants are trying to steady theirs, and now they play each other. If the Giants win, that's huge. It says, that's right, we've righted the ship. If the Cowboys lose, it's like, oh my god, you just lost to the Giants, to Jackson Dart and Harbaugh. What? This was supposed to be the year we got everything together. If the Cowboys win, it just continues the narrative, yeah, that's cool, you got a new coach and a quarterback, and that guy is fun to watch, he runs into walls and all that, great. You're still not beating us. You're still not beating us. So I think this is actually exciting. I am genuinely excited about a game like this. It moves the needle for me in a way it hasn't before, because previously the Giants were just nothing. Now they're slowly becoming something. When I saw this matchup, I thought, okay. But it's the first Sunday night game. I don't know if they've released any other scheduling details, whether they're still doing that thing where a team plays on Thursday and then Friday in Jamaica or somewhere, usually somewhere like Brazil or Germany. That's what they've done the last few years. For the past couple of seasons, it's been the Super Bowl winner from the previous year on Thursday. I think it was Eagles versus Cowboys? No, I think they played on Friday last year. Actually, Thursday was one game, Friday was Chargers and Chiefs. The year before that, if I remember correctly, it was the Chiefs and then the Ravens. And then the Eagles played the Packers in Brazil or Mexico, I don't recall exactly. So I'm interested to see what the most exciting Week 1 matchups are, but this one is definitely at the top of the list. I'm absolutely fascinated by this matchup. There are plenty of teams I'm excited to watch, but the actual matchup itself stands out. There will be other games where I just want to see who a team is right now. Obviously it's Week 1, but still, what does Kyler Murray look like with the Minnesota Vikings? Who is actually starting for the Raiders? Are we going to see Fernando Mendoza's first game, or is it Kirk Cousins? What's the story there? How does the Eagles' offense look with their new coordinator? Those games I'm interested in watching no matter who they're playing, because I just want to see what it looks like. Then there are other games where the matchup itself is the draw. But that also gets complicated. If the Chiefs say, ND Bills played each other in Week 1, I'd think, it's a little too soon. Everyone's still trying to get settled. I'd rather see that in Week 5 or Week 6, after everyone has found their footing. But with the Cowboys and the Giants? Nope. Not everyone is perfectly ready yet, and that's fine. This game matters. It's a divisional game. Bad blood, rivalry. Cowboys on the road. Giants making moves, hiring new coaches, a newish quarterback. They're trying to make something happen. The Cowboys are trying to show they're still the big brother in this relationship. Week 1, it's like, okay, let's go. Not everyone has it all figured out. Doesn't matter. Let's get after it. There's a lot of excitement there. Of course, if the Cowboys lose, it'll be doomsday. The first Monday of the season, it'll be like, is this Cowboys season already over? And Colin will say, I told you the Giants would be better this year. How about Harbaugh? It'll be a whole thing. That alone, the drama, the intensity, the excitement. If the Cowboys win, of course it'll be Cowboys 1-0, undefeated, things have changed, this is the year they get to the Super Bowl. So either way, win, lose, or draw, it's going to be intense, dramatic, and magnified to the absolute maximum. It's a great way to hit the ground running for the season. And again, as I said, it actually feels like there's a little more punch to all this right now because the Giants don't feel like they're circling the drain. There's definitely more. Optimism, more oomph, more excitement. So I'm all for it. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. I'm already getting really excited for the season. I keep looking at the calendar and thinking, it's May 11th, 2026. We have some months ahead, about 3.5 months or so. We've got time. But seeing something like this genuinely excites me. If someone said, oh, the Bears and Rams have a rematch, I'd say, okay, I want to see that game too, but sure. Or the Chiefs playing the Chargers, yeah, okay, for sure. I'm definitely excited to see what Mike McDaniel looks like with Mahomes back. Obviously. But this game, if someone else can help me understand why this one is speaking to me right now, in a lot of ways, I'm more interested in this than I would be in Cowboys-Eagles in Week 1. This matchup right now is definitely speaking to me. So let me know your thoughts. I read every single comment, whether you agree with me or disagree. Either way, let's get into some discussions. Let's get into some debates. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We're building an amazing community here, and I'd absolutely love to see you be part of it. I want to build something we all feel connected to, something we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, it really helps with visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much.